Hello, this is Don with Dynamo Services, and today I'm showing you my small power washing setup. It's inside of a 5x8 enclosed trailer. At one time I had each hose rail on each side, but I bought stackable hose rails to give me more room on this other side. And in fact, I think I'm missing a soft wash system. What that is, that's a system like your power washer, but it doesn't run off gas, and you're able to spray straight chemical out of the pump. So I want to start getting into roof cleaning, and I'm going to have to buy a soft wash system. And they are pretty expensive. You can build them yourself, but to get it already made, it's definitely over $1,500. And that's for something that runs off of electric. I mean, they start at $1,500. And I heard that those are not even really good units. So I don't have a soft wash system yet, but however, I think when I do get a soft wash system in here, I'm going to have 3 hose rails. The top rail is going to be for the soft washing. I'm going to make my water supply, I'm going to try to make that go into both tanks. Okay, because you need water for the soft washing and you need water for the power washing. My objective, what I'm going to do here is, while I'm soft washing the house, the guy that's with me, he's going to be rinsing off using the power washer. Right here is this is a 6 gallon per minute machine. So it's not an 8 gallon, however, it does have a 19 horsepower engine, and it can definitely reach 3-story houses. It goes 40 feet, okay? And so it does shoot far. In the power washing industry, unless you're doing concrete, and even if you're doing concrete, if you have a heater, you can still clean everything correctly without getting a big power washer. I mean, you really don't need, heat and all that other jazz to do basic house washing. Okay, the only reason you would get heat, in my opinion, would be to do concrete construction. If I was getting calls to do, garages, somewhere where there's grease, and you need hot water to get the surface more clean, that's when I would invest into a heater. Okay, but the good thing about this power washer is that you can eventually buy a heater if you want to. So I never came into a situation where I needed a heater yet. Okay, and I started with very small power washers. Then I started learning how to do the job correctly, and trust me, just because somebody has a big power washer doesn't mean they're going to be able to clean a house better than the guy with a small power washer. The only thing, when you see these big power washers, they are the only good thing about them is they put out more water, making it a lot easier to rinse. Okay, so when you're doing a 2-story, 3-story house, and you have all that water flow, taking off everything, it does it a lot better. That's why you're able to do houses on the ground using these machines. I mean, really, I was doing houses on the ground, 2-story houses, using very small machines, 3 gallon a minute machines up to 2 stories. But this power washer right here, it can shoot 3 stories, no problem. It can do concrete without an issue. So The reason why and now I'm kind of glad that I didn't go with the 8-gallon per minute machine is because, see, now I want to put 100 gallons going to the power washer, maybe 100 gallons going to the salt wash unit, and 50 gallons for my SH. And I'm, going to need a little 7-gallon for my soap, surfactant. But that's my goal that I'm going to do right here. Instead of having this, because when I first built this rig, I wasn't even thinking about soft washing, okay? I was just trying to build something that I can clean houses a lot quicker, okay? And so I already had the 225-gallon tote, okay, because I've been doing this for a while. I just haven't been doing this to this kind of upgrade, okay? I was just using small machines. So I already had this tote, and the reason why I got this tote is because somebody wanted me to clean their house. It was a trailer, and they told me that I could not bring, I couldn't use the water at the property. So I figured, I found one of these totes for $40 on Craigslist. Okay, I called the lady up. I doubled the charge. So that job paid for this tote. Okay, and it, so without that job coming my way, I would have never purchased this tote. But that's how I got it. I pretty much paid for it because, I already had it doing it before. I just put it on my trailer, my landscaping trailer, when I needed it. And I really didn't use it because all the houses that I went to, they had pretty good water flow. However, okay, my community is primarily city water. If you run into a house that has well water, even with the small power washers, there's going to be a situation, okay? Because one time I had to stop a job early because we were running that well for hours, 10 hours, because we were washing this wooded house, and the guy wanted me to take off all the stain so he can restain it. And boy, I was charging jobs. That job took 2 days. I charged $500. I wish if I would do that thing now, I probably would charge double. I'd probably charge $1,000, at least $800, because it took 2 days to do. Not really 2 days, a day and a half exactly, But the first day, I wanted to get it done in 1 day, and well, we ran the well dry, so we couldn't do it anymore. But and there has been other situations where I cleaned houses, and I've noticed that the pressure on your power washer goes down dramatically because you're running that well dry. So I'm just saying you don't need one of these buffer tanks unless you get into. If I had a 4-gallon a minute machine, I would probably get a buffer tank. That way you can definitely, but it doesn't have to be something this big. You can get something that's like 50 gallons, okay, 100 gallons, and you'll be fine. I mean, I even think that this 6-gallon a minute machine I think it should run okay with a 100-gallon tank. Okay, so that's my goal. They make these square 100-gallon tanks, so I'm going to do 1 tank for this power washer. I don't even need to do 100 gallons for the salt washing machine. I can just do 50 gallons and 50 gallons for the chemical that I'm using. Okay? Because the reason why I bought this small trailer is because see, with power washing, you're making more money, so you can travel further distances, okay? Because, see, I'll travel for 5, 6, 7, I'll travel for anything over $500, I'll travel an hour away to make five, if someone's calling me for $500. So, that's why I made this trailer small, is because I knew that I was going to be traveling, and I wanted to have something small so I can maneuver it around, you know, a lot easier than having something big, you know. So that's why I went with this small trailer. If I would redo it again, I would probably get a little bit bigger trailer, probably a 6x12 trailer, you know. But I'm not doing big commercial or nothing like that yet. I haven't even went for that, but I'm going. I'm thinking, you know, I want to, because now that I have the equipment to do things like that. But you know, I started power washing with teeny bitty machines, guys. You know, you don't need one of these big machines to go out here and clean some houses. Okay, the reason why I got this machine is because I wanted to take it more seriously. Okay, meaning, you know, there's good money in power washing. Okay, there's more money doing power washing than there is mowing lawns. The only downfall is the lawn care, you know, mowing grass. That's a recurring amount of income. Okay, you can count on that grass money. For power washing, it's just job to job, so you constantly need to be advertising, you know. So thank you for watching Donovan Services. Until the next, this right here, that 15-gallon jug, that's for my bleach. So